Yaya Toure's, they're building it up as a goodbye to Yaya Toure today.
It is.
So let's speak about Yaya Toure. He was a player that came in and absolutely tore up the league, the Premier League. Your thoughts of Yaya, and will he be missed, or the old Yaya will be missed? But what kind of a player was he for Man City?
Well, I think he was a key player in the modern renaissance, if you like, of Manchester City. And he came in, obviously they signed Robinho on the day that the new owners came in, and that was seen as the statement signing. To me, Yaya Toure has always been the statement signing because he was a player at the very peak of his form, playing at Barcelona, and he came to City and bought into, as people say, or some people don't like it, the project. And he led by example. He was a big game player, scored crucial goals, FA Cup semi-final against United, FA Cup final against Stoke, 2 goals up at Newcastle on the way to winning the title. Brilliant goal against Aston Villa, my favourite bit of City commentary that I personally have done myself, sounds a bit egotistical, but I love that goal. And there have been other moments too. And unfortunately, some people will remember his age and all sorts of other things and this daft birthday cake fiasco. But none of that. Some of that didn't happen. But what I remember is this. I love attacking midfielders. My hero as a kid was Colin Bell. So for Yaya Toure to come in and be this sort of powerful, intelligent, driven midfielder, box-to-boxer in his peak, in his pomp in 2014 when City won the league. Although there's David Silva these days, there's Sergio Aguero, and they'll all be rightly remembered as great players, Yaya Toure was the one I've always identified with singularly the most, and I'm gutted he's going. You know what? We talked about Sean Dyche before. Obviously, we've seen that Yaya Toure has been talking about, don't pay me if I don't play well and all the rest of it. Yeah. I wouldn't be surprised at all if he don't turn up somewhere like Burnley, because obviously they're in Europe next season. Stays fairly local and goes to a club like that, and I hope he doesn't leave the region and that. And I might go and watch him occasionally if he's at Burnley.
What did you make of him then as a United fan, Steve?
Oh, he's a fantastic player, and he had loads of flair, long, sleek, fast. Just you would be petrified if he had the ball. That's the kind of player you wouldn't want to see a guy like that on the pitch against you.
Would you square up to him in the gym? Like
if he got on stage,
if he knocked my water bottle over, I'd be right over there. Get away. And I change the weights. When you go on the machine, you do the weights. I put another 3 or 4 on, and then
when he was walking over,
I'd say, "You on here, mate? Yeah." Probably set a bit heavy for you, that, but get on anyway. And I can't do any more because I've done so many of them reps, mate. Yeah.
He was an interesting player, Yaya Toure, and he has said that he wants to spend a couple more years in the Premier League. So let's look at realistic targets then. Burnley is a good realistic target. Is there anything? Do you think they'll have the money to afford him? And
well, they're in Europe, aren't they? And obviously the teams who finish in the top 7 or 8 in the Premier League this year, every place you get higher, you get another tranche of money. And compared to the rest of the world, really, English Premier League clubs are some of the richest clubs. I think when Leicester won the league, they were talking about them being in the top 15 wealthiest clubs in the world. And can you imagine that? Leicester a few years ago. So it wouldn't surprise me at all if Burnley now have a little bit of money, and especially with Yaya's agent and Yaya saying, listen, give me a try. If it doesn't work out, we'll pay you back half the wages so you can cancel my contract straight away. There's a no-risk element to that, especially if it's only a 1-year contract. And I believe that his family and where he's settled now, even though he's Ivorian, is that he wants to stay in the northwest while his kids are going through school. Yeah. So that, to me, it's logical that he would somewhere like that, or Everton.
But is he not good enough anymore for like a Liverpool?
Sadly, as much as I absolutely adore him and love him, he's lost a yard or two of pace. Yeah. He's a very, very intelligent player. I've always said that he can still be that pivotal midfielder like Pirlo was in the latter stages of his career, who can thread everything together, and his vision and his assists can still be great from there. But the box-to-box stuff's gone. And but a mid-table Premier League club. Yeah, I think he could be still a big influence. Yeah, exactly. Everton,
something like that. We were suggesting that Wolves have got this unbelievable guy in charge now.
Wolves is another one.
And they'll have money. They'll have money coming up. Not too far away, is it, as well, for him if he's just driving about. So, keep an eye on Yaya Toure and see where he goes. Does he fit for you in the sort of the Premier League's best midfielders. Does he have a place in the top 5?
So what you're
top
talking
3?
about now, all time?
Yaya Toure of all time. When they look back at the Premier League, in terms of
tough one,
the Scholeses and the Lampards and the Gerrards, is he up there for you, Ian, with all them?
Well, I can only look at it from a City perspective and say that he'd certainly be in my greatest ever Manchester City team. Whether he's in the Premier League's greatest ever team, we've been very lucky that we've seen some magnificent footballers in the Premier League era. That no matter what 11 you put down, somebody's going to say, "How can you leave him out? How can you leave him out?" So whether he'd actually get in that 11, I don't know. Me being biased, yes, he would.
Yes, he would. For you, Steve, would he be up there fighting against?
He'd be up there, wouldn't he? I've got love for people like Scholes and stuff like that, and. Yeah, he's up there with them. I mean, I'm always going to I would take Scholes over him, just because of the distribution that Scholes had of the ball was unbelievable. Like, the way he could just switch an entire game just by one pass. I just felt he got the edge over him with that. But late tackles would be Scholes, and Toure would be just ripping through with pace. So in that sense, I suppose he's got the edge in that camp. But I'm love for Scholes, aren't I? So. He's a great player, though.
Can't blame me for that.
Yeah.
Tonight's game.
Oh, yeah.
You know what? Thank you for lighting up the Premier League. I'll never forget that goal against, I think it was Aston Villa in the season.
Aston Villa.
And that run he made. And
I wish I could play the goal now. I've still got it, but I'm copyright. Can't play it.
Can't play it.
I can't play it.
It's just crazy. And how quick he runs down that pitch. It is unreal. So cheers, Yaya.